Let's get you the latest from Jharkhand, where Chief Minister Hemant Soren will be questioned by the Enforcement Directorate at his Ranchi residence today. The Enforcement Directorate is investigating a money laundering case related to an alleged 600 crore rupee land scam that involves a huge racket to change of ownership of government land, which was subsequently sold to builders. Do remember, this is a round two of questioning as far as Enforcement Directorate officials are concerned. They had questioned the Chief Minister back on the 20th of January. Do remember, from the 29th, they've been looking for him. He was missing for the last 24 hours before he made a reappearance. He resurfaced yesterday in Ranchi. Do remember, the officials had reached his residence in the national capital. They'd confiscated his BMW car. They'd questioned his driver as well. The agency so far in the case have arrested 14 people, including 2011 batch IAS officer Chavi Ranjan, who served as the Director of State Social Welfare Department as well as the Deputy Commissioner of Ranchi. Now, the Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren's wife, Kalpana Soren, might step into his shoes if he gets arrested. That's what sources are saying. The sources in his Jharkhand Mukti Morcha party have claimed that there are chances that Hemant Soren might be arrested by the Enforcement Directorate after his statement is recorded. Mr. Soren has said that he made that announcement at a meeting of the MLAs of the ruling alliance last evening, and the MLAs have agreed, since the preservation of the government is crucial at this point. We have my colleague Saurabh joining us. Saurabh, what time is the ED expected to reach Hemant Soren's house for round two of questioning? And as per sources, chances of an arrest are high. Can we expect something similar to what happened in Bihar to play out in Jharkhand with Kalpana Soren?
Well, yes, the situation and circumstances, though, are different, but obviously this is something that could be a repeat of, Lalu Prasad Yadav installing his wife, Rabri Devi, when he faced a similar situation of arrest. Though here Kalpana Soren is someone who is the front runner. According to sources in the JMM, her name has been discussed in the meeting that has taken place yesterday and day after. Though there are certain roadblocks for her as well. One, of course, is the fact that she has to get herself elected within 6 months, and she's not a member of the assembly. And two is that will the election commission declare her, a by-election for her to get elected, given the fact that, there's less than a year to go for assembly elections in the state of Jharkhand. So this is something that will play out in the days to come, though we're not sure if the ED is going to arrest him. That there is a big if there. It'll depend on what the ED gets out of its questioning and also the evidence it has. As far as the recovery of cash is concerned, which has been attributed to sources in the ED, the JMM has strongly come out against it and said, we don't know who that cash belongs to, and have denied that. Also, the fact is that yesterday Supriyo Bhattacharya, who's a senior leader of the JMM, said Hemant Soren is no Nitish Kumar or Ajit Pawar or Himanta Biswa Sarma. He is the son of Veer Shibu Soren, indicating that Soren was not going to do a U-turn under pressure from central agencies. Opposition leaders have alleged that central agencies have been acting at the behest of the BJP and are politically motivated and targeting opposition leaders in opposition-ruled states. The BJP says this is an anti-corruption investigation, and if somebody is not corrupt, they don't need to fear, but if somebody is corrupt, they will make excuses. So between that political noise over central agency action, there is also the fact that Jharkhand might face some political instability if Hemant Soren, and again I say if he is arrested, but for that there is a plan B being put in place. Amongst the front runners in that plan B is Kalpana Soren, who's Hemant Soren's wife, and officially they've not declared anything yet, they've not spoken on it, but sources do confirm that her name is being discussed as a possible replacement for Hemant Soren, just in case he gets arrested by the Enforcement Directorate.
Right, according to sources, chances are high of that happening, but that questioning of round two is going to start this morning at his residence in Ranchi.